Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out the Cast Puzzle, Cast News Solvable Puzzle. This is a difficulty level 6, and before we obviously have a look at the solving of the puzzle, we're going to look at the puzzle itself. Here's the box that it comes with. Down below, it's got a difficulty level of 6. Can you take it apart? Can you assemble it again? Side of the box and the back. There's the two halves. There's the completed step together. The read-up says, I came up with the idea of this puzzle when I was 19 years old. It just came to me during a stroll in the snow. Actually, a stroll home in the snow. It's truly a creation of my youth. Unfortunately, saying anything here about its construction would give it away as to how to solve it. I certainly can't disappoint the fans who have come to expect frustratingly difficult puzzles from me. Besides the fans that refuse to accept any kind of hint are those that make me the happiest. The key word is needle. Needle. By the way, I picked these up. I picked this puzzle up as well as a bunch of other puzzles from over at Puzzle Master. Really great website if you guys are interested into the real, brain-teasing sort of puzzles like this particular one right here. Now again, I'm going to do this in two parts. We're first going to look at the puzzle itself. Then I'm going to basically tell you, okay, this is where I'm going to be showing you how it's done, how to solve the puzzle. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, you won't. The puzzle is, might I add, a very heavy metal construction. You can see it is completely joined to itself. So by simply thinking you can just pull the pieces apart, it doesn't work that way. One thing though, it does have north, south, east, and west around the parameter there of the puzzle. And then on the other side, it doesn't actually have it in the same placement. It's got north here, south, east, and west. Got a nice, actually a bit of a nice darker wash to this kind of copper metal that they've used. It actually looks quite good. And again, a substantial amount of weight also to this as well. But yeah, try as you may, you will not remove the puzzle. It's an internally constructed puzzle. There's nothing on the outside that indicate to you exactly how you could remove it. Whereas some other puzzles have like links and stuff like that. This particular one completely enclosed. One thing to note though, if you do shake it, it sounds like there's something inside. So again, here's the puzzle. Now what I will do is I'll show you how it is solved. And this is how you solve Cast News. Now, I looked at it initially, and I saw north, south, east, and west, and I thought it had something to do with compass. The clue also indicated needle. So, in my infinite wisdom, I actually thought, well, if I have a compass nearby, and I somehow match true north and true south, east, and west with the actual directions of the compass, that's how I would actually solve Cast News. And would you actually believe it's even simpler than that to solve the puzzle? It's simple, but it still requires some technique. And once you get the technique down for a little bit, you'll actually see it's fairly easy to solve the puzzle. So what you're going to do though is it's all about spinning. You need to spin this puzzle because it's currently, two halves are currently connected together. So what you want to do is take the puzzle and you'll want to spin it. It doesn't really matter which way that you spin it, as long as you're getting a full consistent spin. You could get somewhat half spins here and there, but the faster and more rotations you can spin it at, which hopefully I can succeed with doing here in this backdrop, but you want to get full spins going with the Cast News. Then take the news, the puzzle itself, and flip it over and do the exact same thing. And if you're successful, the two halves will disconnect from one another. Now let me show you how those pieces come together. On the one side, this side has still its pins basically to the sides of the interior of the puzzle. This one here has the needle dropped. If you slightly just change it or change the direction of the puzzle, you can see instantly the interior needle has dropped back down, and there's absolutely no means to connect the puzzle once again. If I spin it, it's actually taking those needle points and it's pushing them off to the sides of the puzzle. And you can do the same basically with the other half. Spin it again. And again, those two halves are now to the sides. You can then go ahead and take the puzzle pieces, connect them too. And sometimes you might find yourself having to do it a couple of times to get those needle points back to where they started from. And I think for the solution of the puzzle, it's a lot easier to lay one down over top of the other to get your full puzzle together, and then you just want to shake it. And that will realign the needles. And all of a sudden, the cast news is now one piece again. You can see what I mean. It's a fairly straightforward solution, but it does involve just a little bit of technique. Now, I spun it several different times on this backdrop just because there's a little bit of resistance because it's somewhat of a textured surface. The smoother the surface you can get it on, and the more cleaner rotations, the easier of the solution to the puzzle you'll actually find yourself getting. And once again, let's see if we can try that again. So take the one side, and it's actually important that you do it on both sides. Take the one side, spin the puzzle, and then flip the puzzle upside down. And spin it again. And you can see this time around, it wasn't as easy and it wasn't as successful. If you don't have much luck doing it, you can always flip it back over and spin it again. The key element though is you want to make sure that the needles, you can get them to basically push off to the sides, and there you have your solution. Once again, we lower the two halves together. The two halves are now separate. Shake the puzzle, and now you've got your secure puzzle once again. Today we were having a look at the Cast News puzzle. If you guys are interested in picking this up for yourself and other mind-boggling puzzles, you can head over to the Puzzle Master website. I'll put the link down below. Today though, we were having a look once again at the Cast News Difficulty Level 6 puzzle. If you guys like this video and certainly want to see more videos like this, hit that little like button down below. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet to this channel, hit that little subscribe button down below as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.